Hello and welcome back to Crypto Hulk channel. Some people have been problems. Have been saying, "Hey, I'm not notified." Here's the deal: I post all the shows, the short little movies. You've got to get on my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, and then you'll be alerted. So if there's an issue with YouTube not alerting you, you have a couple options. One, um, uh, send nasty messages to YouTube every day until they fix it. Or you could just get on my social media and then I got three of them. And then when I give a notification, you'll be notified. So that's an option for you. My name's Crypto Hulk. We're going to get right into it today. I got a good, solid, deep dive show. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I'm going to show you what no other channel has, and that's what the truth is. All the connections, all this deep dive stuff, it's been figured out 5, 10, 15 years ago. That's what we're going over today. Major players are going to be involved in today's program. And let me get right into it. I have this message today, this program just set for like the higher level members only, because there's a lot of big names in this. And YT is just going to jam this channel up so bad. They're probably going to turn it off if I have the show open to the public. So I'm going to keep this one just for like strictly members only. Let me start with this first article first. And let me do a copy paste. Where is it? My whole screen, the whole top of the screen is like full. Okay, there we go. Now let's see what we got here. Here's the title. 4 ways JP Morgan, BlackRock, and other early adopters are targeting the 14 trillion tokenization opportunity. Okay, first off, this is going to blow way past 14 trillion. Okay, more like 5 quadrillion. Okay, so I'll just tell you what they're doing. They're looking at short-term stuff because they don't want people to know if there's really a possibility of putting $5 quadrillion on the XRP ledger. Oh man, see, they don't want to do that because then everybody's going to jump into this stuff. So they're going to talk and say that it's 14 trillion. Well, the crypto market now is about 2 trillion, 2.5. So was that 7 times as much? It's not that much, considering you got $5 quadrillion worth of stuff on the planet. Okay, that's the first fake out. But I want you to look how deep JP Morgan and BlackRock are all into the crypto. You've got, and they're talking about what? Tokenization. Now, about a week ago, didn't I go over from was it the Financial Stability Board? They came out with all the crypto regulations. They're all done. So now they're issuing them to each of the countries. Now the countries have an opportunity to tailor their crypto to those rules. So we need two things to be rich: global crypto rules and global crypto tokenization. Those two things. And when those are done, guess what? We're not going to have no $14 trillion market cap or whatever. This shit's going to be like 5 quadrillion. And that XRP will be 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000. That's how you get to those numbers, especially if they've got half the XRP locked up or they burn it up. Oh man, then you're looking at $50 to $100,000 XRP. All right, that's how it gets to those numbers. Now it won't be tomorrow, next week, maybe 10, 15 years or something from now. But that's that. So what do we talk about here? Tokenization. Now notice how notice the same sentence. You've got JP Morgan in the sentence, BlackRock in the word tokenization. Like that should tell you something right there. Tokenization is a big blockchain theme in 2024. I've been telling you that for like 6 to 8 months. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, HSBC, and BlackRock are just 4 that they're talking about. Financial giants vying for a slice of the $14 trillion opportunity. Now, Deloitte's mentioned. So here's later what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you JP Morgan Ripple Partnership, Goldman Sachs Ripple Partnership. I'm going to show you HSB Ripple Partnership, BlackRock Ripple Partnership. Look right here, Deloitte Ripple Partnership. So I'm telling you those names right now. Hold on. I'm showing you those names right now because later I'm going to drop all the information truth, okay? And you're going to see how all this comes together. We're talking about tokenization. This is where all of it comes together. This is where tokenization is where you put all the stocks, bonds, derivatives, houses, racehorses, anything you can imagine, diamonds, oil, you put it all on the blockchain. We've got the biggest bank, one of the biggest banks in the world, JP Morgan. And you know, Citibank is all up in there, HSBC, which I mentioned right there. Two of the biggest banks in the world, JP Morgan and HSBC, they're all in the same sentence right here. Right now, everybody, they are getting everything all set up. Now, they're not done. Otherwise, we'd be rich. They're talking about it right here. Tokenization, or technology that pairs real world assets like homes, businesses, diamonds. They pair it with a digital token on a blockchain. This is what's going to happen to Ripple, the XRP. This is what happens. You get real world assets, you attach it to a digital token, and then you put that token on a blockchain. Pretty simple concept. I don't know how to do all that. That's what these people are like. I don't know how my iPhone works. I just turn it on and it runs. I don't have to understand crypto to become a millionaire, billionaire. I don't have to understand it. Just like I need to understand how to make an iPhone, or I make my channel with the iPhone. I use the video and I do all that. I don't know how all that works. It just works. So that's the opening page. They're talking about bond issuance, issuing bonds as tokenized assets via blockchain protocol carries the advantage of improved transparency and faster settlement times. Everybody, I don't know if you're aware of this. Today's show, we're talking about the biggest institutions in the world. BlackRock, the biggest institutional investment company in the world. HSBC, JP Morgan, those are two of the three biggest banks in the world. I want you to see what today's show is going over. I don't care what the price is today at 51 cents. That doesn't matter. What we have to look at is what are the giant, not what are the minnows doing. All these people are minnows that have YouTube channels and stuff, including myself, okay? We're all minnows. These other people, I don't fucking care what their price prediction is. That's so fucking stupid. When you watch these crypto people on whatever platform, oh, my price prediction next month is going to be $8. I run a chart. What does the chart say, Jim? Well, it looks like 3 months from now, we're going to hit a Roman candle and then do an inverted cross with the flux capacitor. Like, do you see how fucking stupid this shit is? I've been hearing this dumb shit for 4 years. All these chart analysis people, 4 fucking years. Yep, it's gonna go up. It's looking like the market's getting. It's gonna pop. Okay. So that's what this article is about. The financial world, the biggest banks, the biggest investment companies are right now getting tokenized. They're trying to figure out how to tokenize everything they can because they're going to put everything on the blockchain. I mentioned all these companies' names. Now we're going to start looking at them and we're going to see how close they are to Ripple. It's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum. Sorry to let you know if you're all into that. It's not my problem. MC Prosperity. Thanks, Hulk, for doing these awesome deep dives for us. You know, I appreciate that. And then Kitch J, I appreciate your donation for supporting this channel. I know that it's tough. We have a small little group here for a reason because I'm dropping big names. And I know this channel gets all funny when I do shit like that. Um, other channels won't do what I do because they're afraid to lose their sponsors. The way I got my show set up, I drop these names because you're the sponsor, right? Doesn't that make sense? Okay. Let me go to the next article here. I'm going to start dropping all the truth right here. Let me do a copy and a paste. Okay, check that one out. Here's the title, and the date is about 2 years ago. Ripple partner and JP Morgan. What do? They joined forces in the United Arab Emirates. Okay. So here we have one of the biggest banks in the world. JP Morgan joins Al Fardan Exchange. That's a Ripple partner. JP Morgan joins them in the United Arab Emirates. What does Al Fardan Exchange do? It moves money all around the world using XRP in 2 to 5 seconds. There's your truth bomb with that one. Next one right here. Oh, look, JP Morgan and Ripple again. See what I'm talking about? Do not let these other do not let this lawsuit scare you at all. These people are so fucking stupid, low IQ individuals, okay? Look, I have a fact-based program. For 4 years, I've had a fact-based program. What does that mean? All I use is facts. I show you articles and say, bam. Sometimes it requires me hours. Today I spent 2 hours, three hours digging and finding information. So when I show it to you, all wrapped up, nice and pretty, like a Christmas present, nice and easy to understand. I highlight shit that I need to remember so I can show you and bring attention to it. Because people don't have time to spend 3 hours doing all this shit. Plus the show is 4, plus the show this morning was 5. And then I got to study after this for at least 2 hours for tomorrow's show. It's like a 7 to 8 hour a day job. Let me show you this article here. Copy and a paste. Oh, we got Sean B. Sean, thank you very much. Appreciate every single donation. I see them all, okay? Then Manuel Villar. I'm starting to remember that name. Thanks for your help, for your information. You're welcome. My job is to fully teach you. My job is to fully show you the evidence. I don't know if sometimes I teach, but my job is to show you evidence, and then you got to make the call. Here's the title of this one. This article's from about a year ago. JP Morgan, is that our third article? Do you see it? Yeah, this is like our second or third article showing with proof how JP Morgan is either a Ripple partner or utilizing Ripple technology via one of Ripple's partners, okay? So you got like a JP Morgan and then a Ripple. Now, maybe they haven't officially made an agreement and, but like right in the middle, you got JP Morgan, you got Ripple over here, you got Wells Fargo, and guess what's in this article here? FedNow service. Let me read the article for you. JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. So it shows they're working together. They're to use Ripple partner FedNow. Oh, man. See that connection right there? I mean, it doesn't get much bigger. We're talking the federal government. Do you see this? This is what's hilarious. Here's what's hilarious. You got Gary Gensler. Looks like fucking son of E.T. That movie, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Elliot, phone home. Okay, you got Gary. Looks like either E.T. boned some nasty chick in the movie, and they had a child, and that child's name was Gary Gensler, or Jerry Gensler. That's how you say his name if you want to disrespect him. You call him Jerry Gensler. JP Morgan and Wells Fargo are using Ripple's partner, and that's called FedNow, for instant payments in the United States. Like, they're not using Ethereum, you guys. They're not using Bitcoin. Do you know why Ripple just gets hammered in court for no reason? Is because I'm showing you this right here. People don't know about this. If I were to drop this, well, why are they getting sued? Like, let me ask you a question. Tell me if this makes sense. You got one of the world's biggest banks, JP Morgan. You might have heard of them, right? And guess what? It's a bank. And then you got Wells Fargo. Guess what? It's a bank. What do they deal with? Money. Like in this situation, what are they dealing with? Money. Because I know these different banks. I had a Wells Fargo account. I could buy stocks, bonds. Okay. But in this article, what are they talking about? Money. And how do we know? Because it's called instant payments. And it's called FedNow Service. FedNow Service doesn't move securities, does it? No, they don't. So what the fuck's Gary Gensler doing? Scaring you? What's my job? To show you. I show you evidence. And then you look at this trial and you're just like, this trial's so fake. It's like a $3.50 bill, right? Crypto Hulk's going to show you. That's what I do. My job is to show you truth. And you make decisions on your own. Are you be all scared? Other channels like, oh, Ripple's going to start using Tether and da-da-da. Okay, look. Ripple's XRP ledger, it's interoperable. They can use 1,000 different fucking cryptos. You got it? So just because at one point they started using Tether, what the fuck? They probably have used 500 cryptos on the ledger to test it out. Do you understand that? Well, they don't want to tell you that. These other dumb fucks with that fat grandma and her nasty Matt and shit, they don't want to talk about that shit. If you go on the ledger, you could probably see them use 100 different cryptos or 500. And they tested them all, making sure they work, don't work, and all that stuff. What's the big fucking deal? They tried out Tether. So what? Why don't fat grandma and Matt start talking about why the fuck Ripple's in China and Russia? Why do I have to do it? Why does fat grandma and dumbass Matt not have that evidence that I have? Ripple Russia, Ripple China. This shit's around for like 10, 11 years. They want to talk about some dumb shit Tether. Fucking shame. If you want to get wrecked, watch those dumb fucks, okay? Then that fat bitch says, Stellar has no use case. I'm like, what? Like, who the fuck? This bitch, Stellar was made by the same guy that made XRP, Jed. It's the same fucking code. They do a little tweaky here and tweaky there. It's the same fucking thing. Oh, Stellar has no use case. You know who has no use case? Fat grandma. That's who has no use case. Keith Williams. New pro-business government in Panama. Oh, they will launch this country. Everybody, who's ever the secretary, put Panama on the list. That's one place we might go. Underpass 61. Keep it up, Hulk. You're a compass in a sea of bullshit. That's a shame, you know, that all these stupid fucking people on social media, they're only out to promote, sell for their stupid corporate sponsors. I love my channel. You're the fucking sponsor. Got it? Listener supported. Robert Bobby, late fee, need a pass, Hulk. I won't tell nobody. You got Arthur L. Arthur, thank you very much for that. Fat Grandma and Matt had a kid named Gary. Oh, shit. We got to have some fun. Let me check to make sure I didn't miss any donations. I did that. Crypto She-Hulk gave a donation. I fucking missed it. I'm like, oh my God, how embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for that. People come out, whether $5, $2, $5.89, $10. I appreciate that. Let me move on. This is business time. You guys are here to learn, not hear me, my scratchy voice. But I do have a Ricola. I kind of like those. Ricola. All right, now I'm going to do a copy paste. Here we go again. Now, okay, what did I just show you? I just got done. Hold on. I just got done showing you 3 articles. Three fact-based articles on how JP Morgan is either a Ripple partner or using Ripple Tech with a Ripple partner. Okay, that's JP Morgan. If you just walked in, they're one of the top 3 banks in the world. Now we're moving to BlackRock. Now I'm going to show you more fact-based. BlackRock is using Ripple Tech. Okay? The Crypto Hulk. It didn't say that they're partners. I don't fucking care. They're using it. I just showed you 3 examples. This is just 3 examples from JP Morgan. I could probably find 4, 5, 6, or 10, 15 examples on how JP Morgan is using Ripple technology, the XRP ledger and shit. I've only given you 3, all right? Let's move on. Mr. Heath, thank you very much for that. The facts you find for us are top notch. Thanks for all you do, because you pay me fucking money. We're in a recession, and a global recession. You're desperate, just like me, to find information. I won't find it at the Ripple Las Vegas. You won't. Did you hear about Ripple China or Ripple Russia and Ripple Las Vegas? No, these people have no fucking clue. All right, it's embarrassing. Patty Jacques, been around a while. Thanks, Hulk. You are amazing. No one is giving this information. Our government sucks. They are such liars. I totally agree, 100%. Isn't that depressing? And you got a guy like me who is trying my best. I got a small little audience. We got 68 people on the show. I've got 68 people that are seeing how the world's huge. Let me do that. Okay. The world's biggest banks and institutions, global superpowers. Really, you're hearing all this on Crypto Hulk. For you to have a membership is a privilege. And it's also a privilege for me to do this job. I feel proud that I'm going to help 60, 70 people. Gary Gensler just joined up because he wants the truth. But I got 70 people right now that are hearing shit you will not hear in any other channel. Okay? Quality, not quantity. All right, let's go to this article here. Ondo Finance and BlackRock. Let me do a copy and a paste. I probably already sent the link, but let me do it again. Now I want you to watch this one. I'm going to show you right here. I'm the first one to show you guys this. Probably other people watched it and then copycatted it over. And that's fine, whatever. People can try to imitate Crypto Hulk. There's a lot of imitators, fakes and shit, but they can never duplicate. Look, I don't do phone calls. I'm not doing the WhatsApp shit. I'm not here to like be people's buddy and meet up and be friends and I'm probably, if I do have a meetup, it's gonna be like, we're rich, Crypto Hulk. Now what the fuck do we do? Okay, we'll probably meet some expensive place where the hotel rooms are like $1,000 a night or something, and I'll have some lawyers there and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. But I'm not giving you hints on investing. These are all scam people. Okay. So if you go out of my social media and somebody looks like me is saying, hey, let me help you with investing, I don't do that shit. If I have my social media, it's because I want breaking news that I can examine articles and then show you guys. So, hey, I don't mind saying hi a little bit to a fan or something here and there, but I'm not trying to be buddies and spend all my fucking time talking to bots and shit. Okay, I have my little bullshit meter and it goes off real quick. My waste of time bullshit meter goes off real quick. Remember, there's one of me and 70 or whatever of you right now in this room. I can't talk to everybody. I got very limited time. Here's a title of this article. I'm not going to deep dive it. I'm going to show you 3 articles right here. One, to, okay, I got some articles here. I'm going to show you how BlackRock is tied right in to Ripple, okay? Here's this article here. Ondo Finance is going to move 95 million to BlackRock's tokenized fund for instant settlements. We know that's not Ethereum or Bitcoin. Ethereum and Bitcoin cannot settle instantly. That leaves, and we're talking about banks and shit. It's XRP, Ripple. Ondo Finance, there's your first article for that. Now, here's your next one. Where did I put that? Okay, I got to find this. Hold on a sec. Somehow it got deleted. Hold on. Okay. This wind here we got snow like a week ago, and this is fucking weird. Okay. So Ondo Finance is working with BlackRock. Okay. Now your article here, Ondo is working with Axelar. There's that. Now Ondo's working with Axelar. Look at your last one here. Copy and paste. You're going to love this. Here we go. Here's the proof right here. Axelar is working with Ripple. So now we got Ondo. Wait, first on the left, you got BlackRock is working with Ondo. Ondo is working with Axelar. Axelar is working with Ripple. There you go. There's your connection right there. Ripple taps Axelar for real world assets, cross-chain communication, tokenization. Oh, strategic move for tokenization. They're working with Ripple is providing custody for Axelar, who's helping Ondo, who's helping BlackRock. I don't think it's that tough to see that connection right there. Ripple with the biggest investment company in the world. Yes, Ripple has a relationship with Axelar, not with BlackRock, but the chain connects all of them together. Truly amazing connection. I'm clicking out of these articles as I read them off. Now, in the main article we talked about, Goldman Sachs was in there. I'm going to show you a 2013 page, Ripple Meet the Team. Now, you can find this. Go into my videos section. Go back about 8 or 9 months. I did a lot of these videos. I showed David Schwartz, Evan Schwartz, and Rebecca Schwartz. There's 3 Schwartzes working at Ripple at one point. That doesn't make sense, does it? There's something to that. I don't want to get into it too deep because I have a feeling something to do with the government. But like go into my older videos, like 8, 9, 10 months ago. You'll be amazed. The short videos, 1 to 2 minute videos. I do a lot of these. But look what we got here. There's the video. Wait, hold on there. Hold on. Stuart Lavelle just checking the quote motivation button. Wow. You know, you've done so much in the morning. I don't understand. But it's like, you guys, these people know. People are doing this red stuff all the time throughout the whole show, giving membership, doing all these things. Like these people, and I want him to keep his privacy. But these people, like, obviously know about business, money, financial stuff. They know things probably the average people aren't aware of. And they go on a show like this and want to motivate you. It's very motivating. just because one of these days you're going to have it. Like, I'm showing you stuff to prepare you because it's going to get scary and ugly. And oh God, Crypto Hulk, is it really security? I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm just showing you stuff. I'm not concerned. I don't care what governments, I don't care what my government rule, what they make, right? Doesn't concern me. I'm going to keep all my crypto for the most place. I will find the best place to live. I'm not saying I'm evading taxes or anything because all this is recorded. All I'm saying is I will find the best place to live and keep most all my crypto. That's all that I'm saying. Okay. And we got people in here that just do these kinds of things. And it's just like, but anyhow, at least you know you're in the right place. Now look, here's the video. Let me do a copy paste again. What's right there? So here's the video that I made. The original article talks about Goldman Sachs. Now go to the 4-second mark. Now after the show's over, watch my video. It's 1 minute 44 seconds. I've got the Ripple yearbook. Okay, no other channel has this. I've got all the employees for Ripple in 2013 or 14 in color. You can see them all, everybody. But let's just focus right now on the 4-second mark. What do we see? So in the upper left, if you watch the full video, a little bit right above it, it'll say Ripple. So you know it's a Ripple page. It says meet the team. Now, what Ripple does, let me explain. Ripple doesn't necessarily have written contracts with Goldman Sachs Flipboard. Here's how this works. You see, you notice how Dilip Rao, I taught this in my morning show. Dilip Rao leaves Ripple and goes to work for the Australian National Bank. Okay. Dilip Rao had to leave and quit Ripple to go work there. See how that works with Ripple? They're not going to be dumb enough to have paperwork. So, oh, well, where's the paperwork, Crypto Hulk? Ha 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 ha. They're not. Ripple doesn't have a team. Ha ha ha. And I'm just like, wow, you're so fucking stupid. Pull that dick out of your ass, okay? And think straight for once, okay? So, what we got going is, you know how Rosie Rios leaves the Treasury, goes to work for Ripple, okay? That's how the shit works. Like, you need to understand this so people don't look at you and think you're fucking retarded when you try to make comments to Crypto Hulk. Oh, that's what these people do. It's truly sad. It shows how low IQ they are. There's things that are called like under the table. You know, we've all done those jobs where you make a little money here and there. It's under the table and the government don't know and stuff. Okay. That's how Ripple does these things. Ripple is a employment agent. Ripple is a temporary employment agency. Most all the people at Ripple are government contract employees. Oh shit. Crypto Hulk is the first one to tell you that. I've been telling you, people at Ripple are a government or the government. Okay. So what do we see here? Goldman Sachs. All right. Day one Ripple partner. That was just in the first article that we read, the name Goldman Sachs. Next, also in the first article we started the show off with all those big names, I said, remember this name, Deloitte. Okay. Let me show you this right here. Deloitte. Bam. If you look at that article, what does it say? Deloitte integrates Ripple and banking software for what? International transfers. Crypto Hulk, what's the date on that? 2016. That's like 8 years ago. I'm telling you guys, this shit's already been done. Done and tested hundreds and thousands of times. They're just waiting, okay? It's done. HSBC. That was in the first article I showed you, all those names. I said, remember this name. Okay, here it is now. I'm dropping all the truth bombs. Then we'll move on to a different news story. Okay? HSBC. I already showed you JP Morgan and BlackRock, right? Okay, we got that done. Now, here's the HSBC evidence. Look at this right here. Holy Moses. This is November 2023. I don't know, 6 months ago or whatever. HSBC, one of the biggest banks of the world, one of the top 3 or so, partners with Ripple, owned Medico. There you go, man. It all the top bank. So now we have a lot of, but here we have HSBC that partners with Medico, but Ripple owns Medico. I mean, do you not see this? See, this is why a 50-cent XRP doesn't bug me. See, I understand what's happening. This is for tokenizing securities right there. HSBC just about 6 months ago joined Ripple so that they could have Ripple hold their tokenized securities. You take a security like McDonald's or bonds or stocks or whatever it is, and you put it on a crypto form, Ripple's going to hold that for you in a company called Medico. They've just started doing, they're not done, but I want you to see they're tokenizing. This deal just happened 6 months ago. I'm sorry you're not rich. You invested in crypto 3 days ago because your friend, who's a high school dropout, told you you'll get rich if you invest in XRP and shit. I understand. There's a lot of dumb people out there, but that's why you're watching my channel, so I can teach you the truth. Then you begin to see the connections. You begin to see on Crypto Hulk channel, one of the world's top 3 banks just joined Ripple. So that's May, November, it's like 6 months ago. And what are they trying to do? You get securities and you tokenize them. The biggest bank in the world is now tokenizing securities. You don't believe in crypto, you don't have to. You will be left behind. When I talk about HSBC, this is one of the world's biggest banks. For the people that are doubters, before you're totally fucking broke, you've got the world's biggest bank. Think about this now. I know it's a little bit difficult. Joining with Ripple, that bought a company called Medico. And what do? They hold crypto tight so the bad people can't get it. That's what's going on. Now, you don't have to believe in crypto and you're not going to invest in it. But when everybody gets rich, I want you to remember this show. Then walk into your bathroom, look in the mirror, turn the light on, and point, say, you're the dumbest fuck I've ever met. That's what I want you to do about a year from now, okay? Alrighty then. Let's move on. Here's the article right here that shows you Ripple bought Medico. I'm going to show you, this is a fact-based program. SHaribe 01-01. Thank you for the AED. Totally appreciate it. Hopefully you're learning. Hopefully I'm encouraging you with all these facts. You're like, damn, Crypto Hulk, you're just showing like all these fucking connections. I'm not worried about Gary Gensler or the court. I don't care if tomorrow Robert Egizio Island Fund, Hulk, I promise we'll have an island. One day, we'll have enough money. Look, I don't care what's going on with Gary Gensler. I don't care about the Supreme Court. I don't care about appellate courts. I don't care about shit, okay? I've already gone over. We don't have codes in the United States Code. There you go. Dude, don't you know? Like, okay, I'll break down how the United States court system works in 30 seconds, okay? There's a lot of people live around the world and their governments just make rules at any given time, okay? The legislative branch of the United States, they make, like, the House of Representatives and the Senate, okay? They make laws, okay? They make laws. The president signs it. You know what the judicial does? They interpret those laws and make sure they're aligned with the Constitution, okay? Right now, we don't have any of that. There's no crypto laws. So I don't care what a court says, because by definition, what I just showed you, judges interpret existing law. So if you don't have any, you can't get a judge's interpretation. You got it? So then the judge cannot render a finding. And guess what? Legally, the judge is supposed to dismiss that case. They're not allowed to preside and sit on that case and listen because it's not even in the law. But anyhow, my name's Wait, 1970 legend. Whoa, late fee and noting the rest of the team. Oh, very wise one. Welcome to the show. We got a lot of deep facts today. Um, it's a small little show. We got 85 people here. But hey, is there a lot of delay on today's show? How long is the delay? Like 3 seconds, like normal? I'll wait for someone to answer that. Jerry Guzzler. How long is the delay? Anybody? 3 to 4 seconds. Okay. 3 seconds. These little bastards. Okay, there's the Medico one. Okay, now we're almost done. We got two more pages here I want to show you. Now I'm going to show you how Stellar is all mixed in. Tyra says 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, here's this article here. It's from Medico, owned by Ripple. Now listen, Medico leverages IBM Cloud. That's in the title. This is 2021. This article is 2021, before Ripple bought them, okay? Go down to the third line. The third line, it says, IBM Cloud and IBM Cloud Hyper Protect Services. Keyword hyper, okay? Now, what is Medico again? They provide custody, and they're mixed in with IBM. And IBM's mixed in with something called Hyper, okay? Now, let me show you what Hyper is in IBM, and that's Stellar. And there's your connection with XRP working with Stellar, okay? This is a page from Stellar. It shows IBM. It says Stellar IBM Partnership. Let's scroll down. You'll see summary, overview. Look what we got here. Private networks via Hyperledger. Bam, there's your hyper connection right there. If you look in that same paragraph, the Stellar Development Foundation joined the Hyperledger Foundation as an associate member. There you go. Your XLM cryptos, you need to buy those, okay? My name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor. Do not listen to what I'm saying on the show. Everything's a complete lie, all right? Alrighty then. I got time for another articulo. We got about 18 minutes or less, 17 minutes. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's do this. Let's lighten it up a little bit, because that's a lot of concentration. I'm trying to remember things and bring up pages and last minute and shit. Now I have a little bit of a break. now we're gonna talk about the court case. I don't like doing that much because it's fake, but here's the article right there. The SEC Gensler says many cryptos are securities. The SEC Gary Gensler has stressed that many cryptocurrencies are securities. During a recent appearance on CNBC, Gary Gensler, the chairman, stressed that many assets are securities under the law. Many of the tokens are securities under the law. Why do they keep repeating this shit? The SEC boss went on to say that investors are not getting the required disclosures about those assets. Talks about there's a lot of scams going on. Robinhood's getting sued. The Chamber of Digital Commerce is talking shit about Gary Gensler for targeting Robinhood and stuff. Okay, now you can go to that article. Now I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit, okay? Now, I'm not going to pull up that. We've already done this before. I'm not going to pull up the definition of what's a security. Up, Henry Brown showed up. Henry Brown says CryptoHawk tells the most accurate lies. It's bananas how the court case is one of the biggest psych ops in U.S. history. Ask your local townsman. Definitely is. Now, look, let's look at this from a different, let's just pretend, let's look at truth, or let's look at this from a different angle. Okay. Now, we know that a security, I'm not a law expert, and I don't have the definitions in front of me. I don't deal with the Howey test every day. I deal with the reality test. Teach people about these cryptos before they shut it, the government shuts it down. Okay. When two people come together in a business relationship, okay, all these elements have to be there. Okay. Two parties come together in a business relationship. They're not coming together for a family barbecue, okay? We're talking about two people that have an understanding that they want to accomplish a business transaction of some sort. That has to be part of the elements to this, okay? Then when one party does some kind of work and there's some sort of contract and there's disclosures and expectations, and just like the Ethereum, I showed you already, no other channel did. The Ethereum, they had a security sales. It was brilliant. Okay. It had table of contents, all these disclosures, warnings, this and that. But the thing is, it wasn't accepted. It wasn't ran through the SEC. But I'll tell you what, it was brilliant what Ethereum did as far as how they had all the disclosures there. It was textbook. Okay. Now, when you have all those things put together, it's a security. And Ethereum was sold illegally inside the United States. And I'm not going to get into all the capacity. No one's probably going to get in trouble. And they had ways around securities laws and blah, blah, blah. No one's getting in trouble. But at least I hope they do. Henry Brown says, hit that. See down below? It looks like money, but it's an anti-get wrecked button. So if you haven't hit that, I'd appreciate it. Now look, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Isn't Ripple, okay, like, let's just be honest. We're here to make money, correct? Now, everything I'm saying is a lie. So when it's recorded, and then later if I'm ever put in court, my disclaimer is my whole show is a complete fucking lie. So if I say this is what I believe, I don't, because I already gave a disclaimer. Aha, I got the disclaimer that everything on the show is a fucking lie. Okay, now I'll admit that I'm into XRP for the money. I'm trying to make a profit off it. I want the Ripple Labs, when they make the XLS 20 and all this XLS bullshit stuff, I want them to do all these things to make the XRP work so I can make money and make a $20 million, right? Okay. What I just said is a security investment. You and me, now, some people are going to say, well, I'm just buying Ripple XRP because I want a stable source of money. Okay. Some people are buying XRP so they can retire and make millions. I'm going to tell you what, I'd be very surprised if anybody on my show says, hey, Crypto Hulk, I'm just here because the dollar is going to collapse and I want a stable source of money. I'll probably get one or two people that say that. But I'll tell you what, between you and me, no one else will listen, just me and you, right? I'm trying to put in 2 months worth of money, and I'm trying to walk away with 20 years worth of paychecks, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. Guess what that is? It's a security, okay? So if you just want to be real about it, that's what it is. Stuart Lavelle, I'm with Henry. And he drops another red one. Whoo-wee. Tyrus, thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate it every single time. Robert Driscoll is dropping another one. The other day, I think Robert Driscoll had yard work or some shit, and then now Henry Brown got a couple people to do this. Henry Brown is like a little instigator. but okay, now I'm gonna play. Now I'm gonna play bad. I'm gonna play Bad Hulk right now. Okay, Bad Hulk. I'm gonna scare you. Don't be scared. Whatever it is, I'm just going with it. Okay. AJ Singh. Testing, testing. I refuse to get wrecked. Well, you're in the right place, AJ. Now, how about this? I know you're not going to want to hear this. I already showed you in my little short video, like they had something called Ripple Dividend. Now, if you know anything about investing in the stock market, when you get a dividend, that's a security. That's money that when you buy a security, you get dividends based on the work that other people do. Don't shoot the messenger, just letting you know. In that little Ripple China that I went over, Ripple Dividend came out of Ripple China. And based on the work that other people were doing, you'd make money. That's a security. Okay. Now, probably since it was in China and not here, it's not illegal. Okay. So now you don't have to worry. You can just be honest and say, you know what, Crypto Hulk, you're absolutely right. Okay. Don't get all butthurt. Just admit it that it's a securities practice, but since it was outside of the borders of the United States, it's not a security in the United States, right? So you can calm down. It's okay. You don't have to try to argue and say, Crypto Hulk, you're wrong. You're wrong. Don't tell the SEC. Hey, look, whatever Ripple did to incentivize the Chinese, it's not illegal here. Get it? So Ripple could rip people off and do whatever in whatever countries. It doesn't matter. It's legal. Okay. They wouldn't have to face American law, but they would have to face maybe Chinese law. So basically, what I'm looking at here is you had something called Ripple Dividend. It was a way to incentivize people based on the work of others. It's a total security, okay? But in practice, it is, but it happened in China, not here, okay? So that's why you don't get in trouble in America. Next, this one might be a bad one. Maybe not, maybe not. When Ripple sells the XRP, they make money, right? Okay. Here's the bad part. Do they put that money into research and development? Because if they do, guess what? That's a security. I know you're getting mad right now. It's the same thing Ethereum did. They had the Ethereum sale where they told you with Ethereum, we're going to sell these so we can put it back into research and development and make Ethereum more decentralized. So let me ask a question. Just keep it real. According to the government, the government thinks Ripple sold this XRP stuff. They made money, right? Okay, we all know this. Now they had an option of putting XRP back in the escrow, but when Ripple makes this money, if they put the money back in the business to make the business more efficient, if they take the money they sell the XRP and put it in Ripple Labs to come up with new shit like the XLS 20 and 40, guess what that is? That's a security. Oh, damn, Crypto Hulk, don't tell Gary Gensler. Oh, I won't. It's just between us, 100 people. That's all. So I know you didn't want to hear that. And that's why I put this show like private, because everyone's like, oh, Crypto Hulk spreading FUD. No, I'm teaching you to think fucking constructively. I want you to see, if I own a corporation and I'm selling part of my corporation and I'm raising money to put in to come out with XLS 20, to come out with smart contracts, if I'm making my platform better, my business better by selling shit. I can pay developers to make stuff better. That's a security. And I know we don't want to hear that, but it is, okay? Now, I don't know all the particulars. If it's done overseas, if they make a sale overseas, then it's not, okay? But we're just looking at the basics here. We're not getting all technical with boundaries and shit, okay? I'm just letting you think. If Ripple were to sell those overseas, then it's probably, see, I don't know international law. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. uh, see my point? So I'm just telling you basically, if Ripple were to sell part of the company in order to raise money to improve the company through research and development, that's basically what a security is. And then people have hopes for a profit. There you go. It's a security. Now we're dealing with overseas sales and this and that. So it's probably none of the above. So now you're like, whoo-wee, good, because Crypto Hawk was scaring the fuck out of me earlier. But this is what we're doing. We're using critical thinking. We're just looking at things. I'm not reading off news right now. We're just looking at shit to try to understand it. Now, Crypto Hawk's opinion, all right? All I've done is shown you Ripple Russia, Ripple China, Ripple Indonesia, Ripple. Have I ever said Ripple Philadelphia, Ripple New York? No, I haven't. There's Ripple Singapore, all this shit, right? What have you noticed? It's all outside of the United States. Ripple has focused, as far as I know, from the evidence that I've shown, all of its liquidity partners outside of the United States. We haven't seen Ripple JP Morgan, have we? No, we haven't. We've seen Ripple Singapore. We've seen different Ripple Japan. We've seen Mr. Ripple. Okay, these different little names all around the world were liquidity partners. So Ripple could sell and buy back and forth from them, even though it's not even Ripple, it's XRP Flint 2. I already know you don't need to be my mommy and remind me. I'm just speaking in generalities right here, allowing a free flow of information. Technically, don't make me get into the 2015 settlement agreement. That shit's gonna take me 15 minutes. Let's just keep it simple. And if I use the word Ripple, I'm really referring to XRP2, so I don't want to confuse people. XRP Fund 2, which became XRP2. Anyhow, that's another fucking story in itself. Understand the basics of what we're doing. If Ripple sold the XRP, which they did, to all their liquidity partners all around the world, Ripple Russia, what if they sold some XRP to Russia? Russia gave them 10 million bucks. Ripple could use that for research and development because that's an outside of the United States sale. What if Ripple facilitated that sale to Russia from their Singapore office? Got it? Then it ain't a fucking security. Now, I'm not a securities lawyer. I'm not trying to get into all this shit and argue different points. Okay? It's just, so to sum it up so people aren't freaking out, the XRP and the Ripple and all that shit's not securities. Okay? This shit was all done outside of the United States. All right? And if some of the sales were done, then you got to prove where the shit was done. Now you got to prove it. Did Ripple sell it from New York to Russia? But then again, that's not within they don't live within the continental United States. So then again, it's just like this. The SEC, accredited investor status, right? Okay, here's the deal. When you cross the border, now in the United States, you need to be like, I don't know the requirements. In the United States, to be an accredited investor, you got to make $200,000 or $300,000 a year or something, right? And then you got to have a net worth of $1 million. That's until they change it or whatever. Okay, I think that's the standard so far. Now, if you live in another country, the SEC lowers that standard to what it is in your country. See that? So American laws are good in America. So, for instance, my friend's Filipino. If he wanted to buy some stocks off the stock market, he would be able to buy them according to Filipino standards if he meets the accredited investor status. Got it? So maybe in the Philippines, you don't need to make 200,000 American per year. Maybe you need to make 50,000 American per year. Maybe in the Philippines, you only need to have $200,000 total net worth American dollar. Then he can buy that shit. Got it? But in America, so now we bring it back to Ripple. Ripple can probably sell out of San Francisco to China and all these countries, as long as they meet the standards in those countries. Then it's not a security. Then Gary Gensler gets kicked in the raisins because he doesn't have any nuts. We're talking raisins that are dried out, like really bad, okay? And then Gary gets fired and goes on to probably running the treasury because he kissed enough ass, okay? So that's my belief with how all that stuff goes. I'm not an international lawyer. I don't want to get into all this shit. So it's not a security. I'm just showing you. But that's why Ripple San Francisco wasn't selling shit to like BlackRock or something within the United States, because then that would be technically a security. So Ripple, if it wanted to sell to BlackRock, it'd have to go to Singapore, and BlackRock would have to have a location in like England, and then they could move it from Singapore to England, and then you bypass security laws. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Gary still gets his shit pushed in and told to shut up, bitch, and lay down. Okay. So that's what would happen to Gary. This whole trial is fake. I've already demonstrated this. None of it happened. It's all stall tactic. We all know this. Look at it. This is a blessing. I'm going to wrap the show up right now. It's a blessing. You found Crypto Hulk channel. You're seeing all the evidence laid out in front of you. There's no fake stuff on my show. I'm not selling you anything. I don't have any codes for you to have to buy shit. Go and get it on your own. But it's the XRP. I just showed you XLM. And then get the XDC. We haven't seen an article on XDC for a couple days. Okay, buy them all if you want. This is all scare tactic. Put it in a hardware wallet. You know, that's basically what we got going on. So thanks for investing in yourself. Thanks for watching the show. And for all the donations and stuff like that. Let me click out on that Gary Gensler article. Oh, I already talked about the Ripple dividend. I'm not going to show that one. Fuck it, I'll just do it. Here's the last one I share with you. Watch this video if you're brand new. It kind of explains what I was showing you earlier about China and stuff. Like, look, man, my show, for show, is like the most informative. That's why my show gets jammed up. That's why shit that I say now, you won't hear it for 3 seconds. Because these people are scared to death. They're trying to think of every way, not notifying you, canceling your notifications and shit like that, whatever. Like, just hang in there, learn the information. You got to make your own decisions. But I don't talk about dumb shit, cryptos on this channel. We don't do no pump and dump, none of that dumb shit. Then you got Tar Heels. Thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that last minute of the show. Greg Busby, what incredible work ethic you have to educate and teach us. Thank you, Hulk. It's called commitment to excellence. We're heading for a time where everybody's going to get destroyed financially, emotionally. It's going to be really, really messed up. You're watching my show. I'm just straight up fact-based. And that's why my channel gets fucked with so hard. That's why I don't have like 1 million subscribers and all that shit. And it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing the work. It's the motto that I follow is love your neighbors yourself. Okay. Be kind and help one another. Some people say. I'm not here preaching. I'm just saying there are so many greedy people on this fucking planet that somebody's got to try to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. I can't have spammy sponsors and do dumb shit and whatever. I've got a higher power to answer to, because when we all turn to space dust one day, I can stand up straight and be like, I've done my best to teach as many people how to be rich. You know, most all my fucking shows are free. Well, I won't be cussing when, I'll be like, hey, Crypto Hulk, watch the languages there, buddy. But okay, it's late, and I'm gonna put together tomorrow's show. We will definitely have a show tomorrow in the morning. Another solid show. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm not gonna have that open. That's gonna be a member show, but 4.99 and up. So you guys in the 4.99, because I got another real solid show tomorrow, and I'm gonna be dropping names like Warren Buffett, and I know that shit's gonna cause all kinds of problems on a free show. So anyhow, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Take